all of us here now pretty much live on tacos, and like it seems that you can never really get that bored of them. The things that you'd expect from the taco truck culture in the sort of times of the gold rush, where people would come in with like horse-drawn carriages into a sort of bar and restaurant environment. We use the gluten-free Maseca flour tortillas, so they're 100% authentic and they're made freshly for us. We then apply Seuss cabbage, which gives it a nice sort of zesty crunch, a nice tomato salsa, so it's really zingy and vibrant. We largely use traditional Mexican techniques wherever possible. So with the fish, for instance, we make a massive flour crust, and it gives a really delicious end product, really moist fish and inside, crispy on the outside. We do a Scotch bonnet and herb salsa, which is really like spicy but aromatic. Each salsa adds a certain element to the dish and is aimed to balance the main component. The carnitas, which is the beef in its own dripping, boiling it up much like they would in you know, any sort of Mexican taqueria. Some of our best comments have actually come from Californians and Texans. Tacos make up such a big part of their diet over there, they sort of miss it when they're in Europe. And actually the best responses we've had are from people that have actually eaten in Mexico or eaten in California. So that can only be a good sign for us that we're doing things in the right way.
My name's Rob Reed, and this is my little taco business called Orale. It is like a Mexican slang word. There are many meanings depending on the tone, is my understanding. I was born in America and lived there for sort of 10-15 years. When I was about 14 or 15, I started experimenting, working out how to make corn tortillas myself in England, where you couldn't buy anything back then. We start with our tortillas with some melted cheddar underneath there. The goat comes from a farm in Bristol called Abbottsley Farm, and I do some authentic Mexican barbacoa. Start off by brining it overnight, and then I wrap it up in banana leaves and cook it in a barbecue for about 18 hours. Dressed with some tomatillo salsa, and then some pink onions, some sour cream, and just a little sprinkle of coriander. This is the vegan crispy cauliflower taco. The batter's got loads of nutritional yeast and stuff in there to make it a little bit more meaty. Pico de gallo is like a fresh tomato salsa, and this one's got red onions, vine tomatoes and chopped coriander. And then this is my mango and habanero salsa. This is not for the faint-hearted. Like, gorge on as many tacos as you want, as long as you don't cover them in cheese and sour cream. It's pretty healthy fare.
I think the first feeling when somebody hears about the crossbreed between Indian kati rolls and tacos, there is a smile on the face, and then when they eat it, there is a bigger smile on the face. Indian cuisine is a lot more than a curry, a lot more than a vindaloo and a jalfrezi. Tacos is the crossbreed between Indian kati rolls, which are presented in a Mexican style of tacos, but without compromising on the authenticity of the dish. We use whole wheat chapati. That's an Indian flatbread, and then it consists of cucumbers, tomatoes, red onions, and then we make our own dressings. Simultaneously, we cook the kebabs in the tandoor. Chicken malai tikka, it's a kebab that we use in there for a chicken filling. At Dhamaka, we wanted to bring in the Indian street food. It is a lot more than a curry. We wanted to showcase the unsung dishes which are very popular in India, which we normally don't find in a lot of British curry houses.
So it all kind of started with that inspiration from like the LA kind of food truck scene. It's a lot of like fusion food, all about integration. So for example, we've got the bulgogi taco, like very traditional Korean barbecue. Kind of start off with the lettuce, like really good crunch. And the kimchi kind of helps cut through the bulgogi as well. Chipotle sauce and some spring onions. A little bit spicy, but it's tame enough for everyone. Really like nice fusion Asian flavours. And then for a vegan taco, we have our squash, which we like season just with cumin, salt, pepper. Really simple, really tasty. And then we'll do some pickles and a bit of like vegan sriracha. So like it's really pretty, really good for the colour, which yeah, selling out really well, really good response.